Hello guys, welcome to the Venoxis Zolgarib encounter. As you can see, this is your room where you would fight him in. Note the bottom of the stairs, that's where the boss is tanked. I slowed this bit down so you can have a good look around the room in the time being. Your best thing to do here is to spread out in preparation for this fight. He does certain things to range DPSs like Toxic Link, which you will see during the fight. Initially though, it's now going to start. The boss is pulled down to the bottom of the stairs, where the tank will pick him up, and that is where the boss will be kept. As you can see, for those that have got DBM, you get plenty of warnings on your screen for things that you've got to interrupt and stuff. First one you've got to interrupt then is the Whispers off Hethys, which he's casting there. That basically targets one person randomly in the group. I've slowed this bit down so you can see it. The shaman stood behind me is being targeted by it now, and he's being pummeled with damage. It's 5,000 damage every 0.3 of a second, so 15,000 damage a second needs to be interrupted. That is your first key thing to note. This bit, as you can see, the boss is painting a pattern of poison on the floor. Note where these actually are, because it's very key for where your movement has to be for later on in the fight. This bit, as you can see, the boss is going to throw out poison, there we go, in front of where he is stood. Our particular tank didn't move for that, but you get plenty of warning, so you can actually move yourself and stand behind him at the time to avoid the damage there, because it's about 50,000 if you stand in that spit. The good thing about this bit that I've slowed down now is that you can see that behind me spawned a puddle of poison, which will now disappear that the boss has gone upstairs anyway. But what you can do is you can slowly move your character around and spin your camera to see where you can stand without taking damage, like there. It's a perfect example, just managed to move enough to not take damage. Blood Venom, this bit is what the boss does, which I find interesting. He shoots poison lasers during or on that green stuff throughout the floor. You just have to move yourself to a position to avoid it. This one here I tried to get safe to evocate to get some mana back, and Bloomin' Warrior decided to run right past me. It's not too bad the damage, but the more you can avoid the better. I mean, that was a small splash there that got me for 15 then 13k, so it's not end of the world damage if you're a caster, but obviously stuff that you need to avoid to help your healer out. Once the boss has finished doing it, he's then basically back down to the bottom again, in troll form again, and he's more or less harmless to just polish off. Obviously the more DPS you've got in your group, the easier this fight is on the tank and the healer. This particular group was actually just a pug, but we managed it relatively comfortably. Toxic Link, this is a good example, this bit. The two that got linked are quite close. It hits a lot while you're linked. To remove it, 25 yards apart. Once you do get 25 yards apart, splash, 25k damage. Poison is what you take, hence why I'm low on life now, but there's no other damage kicking around, so the healer didn't have to rush to give me a bit of a heal to top me up in this particular circumstance, because the Whispers didn't target me next, they targeted him. Anyway, that was it. Relatively straightforward. Fair bit amount of to take in on this encounter, but nonetheless still fairly easy. Thank you.